No fewer than 21 civil society organizations have adopted the resolution of House of Representatives on the Northeast Development Commission. The CSO, under the auspices of the Coalition of Human Rights Groups and Independent Monitors, therefore urges the Commission to sustain its materials of accountability and transparency. The group, which made this known at a press conference on Monday in Abuja, said it came to this conclusion after systematic appraisal of the activities of the agencies. In a report co-signed by the convener, Comrade Basil Upong, Secretary Barrister Jerry Gonwalk, alongside the heads of other groups, the CSOs hailed the NEDC for its strategic intervention, urging international partners to maintain their relationship with the agency.
Is a focal organization charged with the responsibility of accessing, coordinating, harmonize, and reports on all intervention programs and initiatives by the federal government or any of its ministries, departments and agencies, states, and other development partners, and for the implementation of all programs and initiatives for the Northeast states, which include Adamawa, Bauchi, Borno, Gombe, Taraba, Yobe, respectively. Key government indices. In assessing the impact of NEDC since inception, the Coalition of Human Rights Groups and Independent Monitors scrutinized the NEDC using the following government indices. Organization structure. The act establishing the NEDC was explicit in its organizational structure, which was designed to ensure productivity and ensure checks and balances among the various departments in the organization. After a detailed scrutiny of the organization's operation, it was realized that the various departments operate under an open policy that emphasizes accountability and transparency. The managing director of NEDC, though the administrative head of the organization, is also subjected to scrutiny and supervision by the board that constitute Nigerians with impactable personalities that have distinguished themselves in their various career. The management team also consists of 3 executive directors and representatives of each geopolitical zone in the country. From our findings, it was observed that there had been an excellent relationship between the management staff and the generality of the staffers. Duties are well spelled out, and the various checks and balances mechanism in place ensures strict adherence to the rule of law. Project implementation. It was also observed that the NEDC has in place a robust project conception and implementation policy that ensures that project embarked on achieved the desired results and objectives. This is indeed a plus for the organization in the sense that white elephant projects are not undertaken, which will lead to waste of resources of the organization. The organization also has in place a project monitoring team that consists of staffers from all the departments. It was designed to ensure that the project monitoring team must certify such monies before they are disbursed for projects that reach completion. It is instructive to state that the managing director is not a part of the project monitoring team. In his capacity as the managing director, he only relies on the judgment of the project monitoring team. Accountability and transparency. From our findings, the NEDC is a bastion of accountability and transparency. This much was evident in the way and manner the resources of the agency are judiciously utilized. This much was gathered after extensive interaction with contractors, staffers, religious and community leaders in communities in the northeastern states and other relevant stakeholders. It is not business as usual in the agency due to the robust institutional framework that ensures that processes are adhered to. All staffers are consistently reminded of the overarching objective of the agency, which is bringing succor to the people of the Northeast Nigeria that have suffered years of hardship, socio-economic losses as a result of Boko Haram insurgency. Commendable feats. In the appraisal of the activities of the NETC since inception, the Coalition of Human Rights Groups and independent monitors undertook on-the-spot visit to selected communities in the Northeast Nigeria, and the result was overwhelmingly positive. The impact of the NETC in Northeastern Nigeria within the short period was very commendable, as its presence was felt in almost all communities straddling the states in Northeast Nigeria. The provision of critical infrastructure topped the list of projects embarked on by NETC. The educational and health sector were also not left out. It was recorded that the NETC has been proactive in the areas mentioned above. Our findings also reveal that the NETC has continually engaged the host communities in their various projects. It was discovered also that it put in place to accommodate input from benefiting communities. In most instances, this methodology has given them a sense of belonging, which is mainly responsible for the successes recorded in achieving the agency's mandates. Stories of corruption at the NETC. The Coalition of Human Rights Groups and independent monitors also took out time to investigate some of the allegations of corrupt practices at the agency. It was realized that the allegations were of mischief purposes. The generality of the allegations were not based on any substantial evidence, but rather insinuations given to the tough stance of the managing director with regards to the finances of the agency. It was also observed that some politicians with ulterior motives were responsible for the news making the rounds, as it appears it is not business as usual, a prevailing practice in most government agencies. Recommendation. As a result of the appraisal of this operation of the NETC with regards fulfillment its mandate, we hereby make the following recommendations. 1. The NETC should constantly engage critical media constituencies in the carrying out of various interventions in the Northeast. 2. The NETC should convoke a periodic town hall meeting with critical stakeholders to keep them abreast of its activities. 3. The NETC should strengthen its public relations unit through training to strengthen the capacity of strategic communication. 4. The NETC should set up advocacy units to drum support for international partners for its activities in the Northeast Nigeria. Conclusion. In conclusion, the Coalition of Human Rights Groups and independent monitors gives the management of the NETC a pass mark for its strategic intervention in the Northeast Nigeria. We are also calling on international partners to continue to have confidence in the activities of the NETC as one of the best and most accountable intervention agency in Nigeria, given the above mentioned. Thank you, and God bless you.